This is Rain, and I just want to explain what interesting characters mean to me and why I use this name for this season. Each and every episode may not be interesting to you or to the next person, but it may be interesting to somebody that may be going through the same thing. So it can be interesting to somebody. And a character, that's what we all are in our life. We all are different. We all are weird, quote unquote, but I call it different. And being a character is not always has to be a joke. It can be just who you are. We all have different traits, and that's what makes up this called interesting characters. So I hope you enjoy the show, and let me know, and tell a friend and tell a friend.
Come here, baby. Oh, I did that, baby. Too many. People. Hello? Oh, hold on. I'm not going. I'm going back. Hey. Oh, hey.
Potty dance? Yeah, okay. The potty dance. Hey. Money. Hey, it's all about the potty dance. Hey, the potty dance, potty dance. Hey, so look, what's it about? Not the money, but
This is RAINCHECKLIVE Productions. I'll definitely go tune in or subscribe on RAINCHECK Live on YouTube, and I also have my RAINCHECK Live on Instagram. This episode is important to me because as a father, I didn't have my father in my life, and I just wanted to do better. There's been times, there's been ups and downs that I haven't really known what to do, but I also keep pushing through and just go with my best instinct. This one is definitely important because this gentleman grew up without his father between a certain age range. So I think that it's dope that he still strived to get through what he had to do being in the streets, because that was the only example that he saw to come out of that and to also be a great father and enjoy the journey of being a father. And this is why I'm also going to have a new show coming up soon in January or February, where it's just about dads and them in their journey, because we do speak a lot about women, and I appreciate all the women that was in my life, but I need to give more credit, and we need to give more credit to the fathers that are here and that are out there, and definitely our black fathers and all colors of fathers. But we just need to show more and express more about how it is being a father in fatherhood. So definitely stay tuned.
Peace. Yo, I'm Divine. Yo, I'm from Left Rack City, Queens, Section 2, 97-22, 57th Avenue. All right, that's the heart of the whole establishment we talk about when we talk about Left Rack. Of course, before Left Rack, I gotta shout out Corona, and I gotta shout out Harlem. So, shout out to those places too, but we're talking about Left Rack City right now. This is where I grew up. I grew up in Left Rack City. So this is where I rep. This is what I call home, Left Rack. And not only any part of Left Rack, Section 2. Y'all know Left Rack City, y'all know about Section 2. I'm from Section 2. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm home right there as we talk. Do I have any kids? Yeah, I got kids. I got 3 kids. I got a 23-year-old, a 20-year-old, and I got a son getting ready to turn 13. My daughter Talasia Pre Andre. My second daughter Thais Kira Andre. And my son Josiah Ali Andre. Notice it's very important that they all have your last name. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? They come from my fruit. Yeah, I was active from the day they born, from the day they took their first breath, from the day they took their first step, first words, I was there. And it feels good knowing that. You know, be active father, actually seeing something that you made, created, walking and talking. So yeah, one of my greatest joys in the world. And why is it important to be a father? I mean, especially in these times that we live in, as you can see, especially in a black community, it's important to be a father. Because these streets, like I said, is taking your kids and they develop them in a whole different ways. They're being taught different morals, different standards. Morals and standards that you probably didn't get. I mean, that you didn't live from. And your kids is living it now. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's a disconnect. You know what I mean? You don't understand the languages. You don't see what they're talking about. You don't see their wave. The young is talking. You disconnected from it. So with that being said, it's important to be a father because you need to be in tune to what's going on so they could be in tune to what's going on, because it's nothing different. Honestly, it's just technology is moving faster. Information is faster. You know what I mean? They got so much information coming to them in so many different ways. They don't know how to take the right information or absorb the right information. Or sometimes they're too saturated with information. So you as a father, your role is to make sure and to guide them, to make sure that they're going in the right direction, make sure that they're doing the right things. Sit down and talk to them. Sit down and see where they want to be. Sit down and see what they want to be. Yo, gauge them. You know what I mean? Sit down and have real talk, you know? Tell them about your faults. Talk about your mistakes, your errors, where you went wrong. My son about to turn 13. I mean, there's a lot of things I was doing at 13 that I need to make sure that he's not doing at 13. So that's very important that I'm in his life at these particular times. So with that being said, you know, you gotta watch that before the cycle happens again. That we're gonna be growing up with individuals that don't have certain values, certain morals, certain standards, as y'all would call the G code or whatever. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't taught morals, standards. Like, you gotta be taught that. Whether you was raised in a household with a mother, you still need a father figure. You still need a male role model. You know what I mean? And if your father's not there, what else you gonna look for? You're gonna look for the next close thing. And just so happened the next close thing for me was an individual that was on the block that was probably selling drugs. But he still pulled me to the side. He explained to me that what he was doing was the right thing and gave me the directions to get the information so I could be a better person than he was. So I thank him for that too. You know, it didn't make me become a drug dealer, but he gave me information and taught me things that I could have probably got from my father. So yeah, it's important to be in your kid's life, because you don't want to have drug dealers raising your kids. Like I said before, it's like the greatest feeling, the greatest gift God could give a man is to be a father. Greatest joys in my life is seeing my kids, watching my kids grow. I can't tell you anything better, anything sweeter, you know. That's the most, happiness that I could explain to you. I went through a lot of things in life, went through a lot of voids, and one of the greatest accomplishments I could say to date is being a father to those 3 kids. It's crazy because, I grew up with a lot of resentment from my father. Like I I said, from 13 to like 17, I didn't really have no interaction, no conversation with my father. Like, I knew my father lived in Queens, same borough I lived in, but I ain't have no conversation, no interaction. So through those time frames, I grew up with some kind of resentment towards him and towards myself as well. And I grew up not wanting to be like him. But the funniest thing in the world is, the older I got, the more I realized I was just like him, but a better him. So I took the better parts of him, because there's certain things that he went wrong in life and certain mistakes, but overall there was good standards that he had, good qualities that he had. And with that being said, I held on to those good qualities and those good standards, and I carried those on to mine, and I gave it to my kids. So that's what we're supposed to do. The only thing with me is I only got a certain time frame. You know what I mean? I didn't get the whole thing. My mom's and my pop split at 9. He came around, back and forth, took me to trips here and there, took me to the ill trip. I mean, that's another story. And after that trip though, that was it. I ain't speak to him, I ain't see him for another 4 years. And those 4 years that went by, like I said, it was 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. These are the times I'm in the streets, running around, trying to learn things on my own. Down to shaving. I mean, I ain't had nobody instruct me on how to shave. You know, so with that being said, it's like, you know, you had to learn a lot of things on your own. So we grew up fast. A lot of us grew up fast. A lot of me and my brothers out here, we grew up fast. And like I said, we hit the pavement early. We ain't had no real childhood. We was little men, 15, 16, looking like grown men. And we just on the road. So, you know, it was a lot of things, you know what I mean? Like, I try not to be like him, but at the end, just like my father. Like I said, even better.
Next episode on interesting characters.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's Jason, owner of Rendezvous Dating App. You can catch me on episode 8, first season of Interesting Characters by my man Raincheck Live. And also tune in every Monday to see who the next interesting character is. Yeah.
Let's turn it up. Wow. Oh, yeah. Fire. Your desire. Wow. We'll tell you about your mother.
Right. Oh, well, rain and make
Oh, man, I'm Brent.
Stop! Come on.